Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Mini Motorways. Today I'm going to be trying to block off the entire right side of the map. You heard me correctly, the entire right side of the map. I want the stores to all spawn on the left side, just on this left island stroke, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, I'm just curious, what will happen? And I'm also trying to figure out the best ways to block off sections of land, experimenting with the spawnings of the buildings. And in the start, nothing really special happens. This is not a particularly good way to align your roads, but it doesn't matter because it's the start. I'm more focused with blocking off these sections, seeing where buildings can spawn and trying to prevent them from spawning. Alright, end of the week. And we'll go for bridges. Makes most sense. I could bring all the buildings from the right side across through bridges to the storage plaza, the storage island, store island, shopping island, shopping Valhalla, whatever you want to call it. You see me deleting off and repositioning these roads to try to block off as much as I can. Don't really have a strategy at this point for blocking things off. I'm just kind of randomly sticking lines of road everywhere. Spoiler warning, I do have a video coming up explaining how to best block off certain sections of land. There's actually a simple trick for it. And something I don't do in this gameplay is block off the space around a store, which is actually pretty important, I figured out now, to get a better score. Here you see me just blocking off the right side. I'm not doing the greatest job of blocking off the right side. I'm aware of now, in hindsight, there's better ways to do that. But as I said, I'll have a video for that coming up shortly, soon. Shortly? That's like soon and shortly together. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, but here you see where I messed up. I didn't position the roads correctly so that if the border expands, that a building still can't spawn there. That's something that happens if there's enough space sometimes, and with my luck, it always happens. When the border expands, it'll spawn exactly where you don't want it to, so you always have to keep an eye on border expansion when blocking off the right side. So now I've got a separate building on the right, but it's not too bad. The greens are kind of in easy range. We can drive up to there. Working the roundabout, but I don't know. It doesn't look too great. I'm gonna end up changing that later. There's too many roads connected to the roundabout. Here I'm disconnecting a building from the road, the yellow building from the green road. I figured out now that driveways don't actually slow down cars. When they drive by a direct driveway that's attached to a building, the cars will actually keep their speed unless a car is exiting. But if you attach a road from your driveway onto another road, then cars will start slowing down. So that's a good thing to keep an eye on. You best want to connect roads directly to the road via the driveway, if it's a busy road. So yeah, pink building spawning there, that's unfortunate. I'll have to stretch the road a little longer. It's not too bad, but now all the pink cars have to travel very far. I've actually got several tips and tricks that I figured out in the last couple of games I played. I don't know, I might make a video of several videos of the basics of how to lay your roads, or little details of things. That might be handy for road optimization. So yeah, green's getting really far away. There's no other option right now. I really do have to connect a highway. Feels like a waste, but because I would rather use it for an IMAX, but gotta make do with what you got. That's pretty good. Got a little pink colony now spawning right next to the pink, which is good. And just as I needed it, another motorway. Pink down here. Gotta realign them more optimally. There we go. I want to connect that right to the IMAX. This way that I don't really have to think about other cars. I could just like create its own little island. Nothing could get interfered. That's the best way to connect a highway to a store. It's directly with the highway. This way cars coming in don't have conflict with the cars leaving, because cars coming in and come from the right, cars leaving from the left. Or the right, depending on your perspective, but you know what I mean. I'm attempting this section off the right side, but I don't do the greatest job. I'm not sure if I fix that up right now. Oh, there you go. Leaving spaces of 2. Big no-no. I know now, but... This whole sectioning off, it's working out pretty well so far. I'm surprised, actually. As you can see, a yellow house spawned in the left top corner. I connected it to some yellow houses. And an unfortunate blue spawn, very far away from my blue houses. Don't have any roads, but weekend is nearing. So luckily these blue houses spawn right here. Luckily they spawn very far away. This way, while they're driving to the store, they have all the way to think about what they're about to waste their time on and how much they're wasting their time on this long road. Question their existence. There they go. So yeah, white is also unfortunate, that building, but it's not a big store at least. It's not so bad if cars have to go a long distance for a smaller store. End game, that can become a problem, but for most of the game and like up to 2,000, 3,000, you don't really have much problem with that. Not if it's a direct road with a single color line. Look at the middle, all those yellow cars getting stuck. That doesn't look too great. You can even see that the IMAX is overwhelmed and perfect. I get a highway. I connect it up like this. Don't ask me why. I'm pretty sure if I just left those 5 yellows, these houses, if I connected them directly to the yellow cinema and just disconnected the roads around it, it would be good for a very long time at least. But I don't. Oh yeah, I see now again. It supplies both yellow cinemas. I call them cinemas. I don't know what to call them. It just seems like it looks like a round cinema. I don't know. Maybe a mall. Probably they're malls. You got like convenience stores. They're the square ones, and these yellow ones are just malls. I got a name for it now. So now I connect these 2 yellow ones up separately. Now they each have their own vein of yellow, but they're traveling very long along the highway. Even though highways are fast, that's still pretty far distance. Here I'm leaving a section open for a building. purposely trying to spawn more buildings because I'm seeing everything's becoming overwhelmed, and I'm thinking the problem might be that I don't have enough buildings. So if you have more buildings, it'll spread out all these deliveries across the buildings. I figured out by now that through previous levels that blocking off too much and making it so that no buildings can spawn past a certain point can actually get you to really lose. Then cars can't even go to the stores in time for the amount of deliveries that are popping up. Things are going all right now. That's not all right, but ugh, horrible. But here's a good situation of where a stoplight would be good. Every once in a while, a yellow car passes through. Mostly blue ones pass through, so the blue ones get to go by mostly unhindered. But of course, a roundabout would probably be better. Let's see. Go for stoplights because I don't know, why not? I would really like more roundabouts. Like right here, a roundabout would be perfect. That's a choke point for a lot of cars to go through. And in the top right, the yellow houses. Right there where the highway connects, imagine this a roundabout. Oh, that would be perfect. That's also the way to do it with highways. Throwing down all these stoplights. Like honestly, I'm questioning like what works best, the stoplight or the roundabout. And to be honest, look at how when the yellow cars pass through, sometimes they stop up all the blue cars. It makes me wonder, like, a stoplight might actually be better there. I hear all this praise for roundabouts, but yeah, I guess this is just a situation where a stoplight would be better than a roundabout. So yeah, readjusting all these roads, trying to make it so that blue doesn't choke up in the left. Got 2 stores. It's pretty much like a mall. Wish I had a highway for that. And white's really choking up. But white is such an unfortunate spawn. Look, there's only a few houses and the other white house is like surrounded. And so is yellow. Yellow's also choking up. That's not good. So yeah, trying to get those houses as many as I can. Just last ditch effort to save it. Look at that. Seems to be working. Here we go, we get some more buildings over here, connecting it up. This is actually a bad idea. Like, well, generally. Now I kind of have to. But when you got a highway connected to the building and you put a road next to it where several houses go to, if it's just one house, it's fine. But if you got several houses, you see me deleting again? This is even worse. I don't know. Because if you've got more cars going through, that's what causes all the stop-ups to happen. When ones from the left and the right come together. I should have joined this a little lower so that they combine a little lower so that the cars don't get stuck in the... what do you call that? The parking lot. But yeah, they're really choking up these greens. Aligning them. Hopefully these will make it to the left. I'm trying to like cut them off so that they mostly go to the left one. Because I'm pretty sure these 5 would be able to do fine for this one up here. Pretty sure that's enough. Yeah, keep an eye on blocking things off. You don't want buildings to spawn at random spots. Although honestly, right now, I probably should have opened up a spot for another building to spawn. Because look at this, they're choking. Little yellow house. Connect that one up with the other yellows. Convenient spawn, but these greens, oh god. Look at that, see, that's where they get all stuck, right at the cross section. Oh, it's not looking good for yellows either. Oh no. Is there anything I could do? I don't think so. Just waiting on a miracle. Oh no. This sounds. The sounds of the end. Oh my god, saved by the highway. Now we've got 3 highways to this one store. Have you ever seen this before? It's insane. But it's surviving somehow. And the other store seems to be relieved of pressure. Although all these other yellow ones are now choking up. That's a lot. I don't think I can solve this. Nope. I think this is the end, boys. Farewell, my city. It was nice knowing you for 93 days. 2,074 commuters traveled over the roads. Not bad. This was actually my record when I finished this game, so I was thinking this strategy is great. But I have another one coming up soon, where I explain a bit more about blocking off roads. Blocking off with roads, so that buildings don't spawn. And be sure to stick around, check that one out, coming out soon. And I guess I'll catch you later, or not. Bye.